out of the kids today in college basketball, the stars, will transfer or translate into the NBA star? When you talk about the Zions, the John Morants, who's going to be that guy?
Those guys. I mean, Emoni Bates at Memphis is an absolute, really, really dynamic player. He's 6 foot 8-inch point guard who can see over the defense, make plays. Jalen Duren, another kid at Memphis, who is a 6 foot 10. I went and watched them practice on their pro day. His ability to run the floor, catch in traffic, finish around the basket, make plays, really, really an interesting prospect. Memphis it could be in that list of the top 5. Those two guys really, really kind of jump out at you. Ty Washington, who we're going to see tonight at Champions from Kentucky, is a 6 foot 4-inch typical. I think Tyrese Maxey going to be a really exciting, dynamic player. Hunter Dickinson's not a freshman, but the kid from Michigan is a legitimate low post player. Michigan is really good. I mean, really good. Like you're right on the money. And Eli Brooks, the guy who returned, is going to be the key. Here's the big thing, and you guys both, because you played at the highest level. This is going to be the oldest year in the history of college basketball. Because those super seniors got that year back. Because all of a sudden now guys had choices. Do I want to go out or do I want to come back to school because I get an extra year? You're going to see teams that are usually old or young. You think about Kentucky, usually one of the youngest teams in the country. Well, they got C.J. Frederick. He's a fourth-year junior. They've got Kellen Grady, who transferred from Davidson, who scored 2,000 points already. They got Severe Wheeler, who came from Georgia. So all of a sudden, you're taking some of these teams that are usually a little bit younger, that have done it with one-and-dones, and now you're going to see the oldest year of college basketball. You're going to see the most mature teams, and I think that's going to equate to a higher level of basketball. And you're going to see guys that are playing like NBA teams.
I want to ask you, because I watch highlights. I have not seen him up close in person, and he is skilled, crazy skilled, but he is so skinny. The frame is so skinny. And I know he'll grow into that frame, but what are your thoughts on Chet Holmgren? Obviously, the #1 player in the country going to Gonzaga.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of unicorn in him. I mean, his skill level is ridiculous.
7 feet, 195, 190.
190. And he's put on weight.
Yes.
Talking to Few.
You blow on him, he going to fall down.
Yeah. You got to catch him. I mean, like he can block shots, he can run, he's active, he's a little stronger than he looks.
He said the same about KD. Is he strong enough to play in the NBA?
Different type of player, though.
Yeah, you cannot make comparisons.
My point is you can't tell, just because you haven't seen a dude at that height and weight, it doesn't.
Yeah, but that guy Gonzaga gonna be down low. He ain't gonna be out there with Kevin Durant at.
No, he'll step out because Drew Timmy's gonna play elbow and down.
Yeah, but the majority of his stuff though is gonna be in where he's gonna be having to bang a little bit too, right?
He's gonna be a pick and pop, drive it from the top. He's gonna be a guy who runs the floor. He's a very good, he can rebound the ball on the defensive end and initiate your fast break. I mean, he is really special. You're talking to Mark. Very, very special talent. Going to be a great player. Their best player is Drew Timme. And that's coming from me. Now, their best player, Drew Timme, people forget how efficient the dude is. Every time he shoots it, it's going in. His footwork is incredible.
But he wasn't
incredible.
the main focus of the offense. Do you think he'll expand to being that priority of the offense?
Yeah, well, he'll let him score it. I mean, yeah, I think he will. They're going to miss Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But Nebhard, and again, speaking with Mark, Nebhard is the best ball screen player he's ever coached. So you put Timme in a ball screen with Nebhard, all of a sudden he rim runs. You bring Chet Holmgren behind the play. You've got good spacing. They got enough shooters.
Will they do it? Will they do it?
I think they're going to be in a conversation.
They're in a conversation every single year. Remember last year you was on with us and
so
you told
close
me.
last year.
No, Seth told me, they're going to win. You're foolish, Key. I'm like, man,
I don't think I used the word foolish.
Well, something close to that. But every single year, though, we have this conversation about Gonzaga, and then in the end, they never finished the deal.
Well, I mean,
they got to the championship
game away,
and
Baylor was just
every year.
Baylor was. That's not a bad place to be.
Just bites at the apple.
If you're in that conversation, that means you have a chance. Look, Baylor was special. Defense, you're seeing it right now with Davion Mitchell. You're seeing it obviously with Butler. You're seeing the dynamic of that team that they played against. They were physically overwhelmed. My concern for Gonzaga is this is the first year they're going to rely on a bunch of freshmen. I mean, they're going to rely on a bunch of freshmen. Hunter Silas, freshman. Obviously, Chet Holmgren, freshman. They're in new territory right now.
Just as everyone's getting older and more mature, who usually have the one and dones, now you talk, it flips, and the team that has the more maturity is going to have younger players.
Seth, let me ask you about one more one and done potentially. Paolo Banchero. A lot of people don't know that name. And obviously, people are going to say, oh, Jay, of course you're going to talk about Duke guy, but I'm telling you, when you see this,
he's a joke.
I'm telling you, you see this cat play?
No, I saw. That's
different.
the guy I was telling
you
you about.
Yeah, you met his family, right?
His mom went through UW.
Yeah.
How different is he, Seth?
Yeah, Banchero, he's unique. And watching them play, he just jumps out. He's 6'10". He can put it on the floor and beat you on the bounce. He can shoot a three. Defensive rebounds, initiate the fast break. The thing that impressed me about Duke is they have a great chemistry right now. And, everyone's going to talk about Coach K's last year and Coach K's last game in Madison Square Garden, Coach K's last game, and that's great.
Cameron Indoor Stadium North?
Yeah, Cameron. But they've got a really – this is the best team I've seen, and a team that's the closest I've seen to those championship teams because of their DNA. They've got a little bit of physicality. Wendell Moore finished the season last year, last 6 games, 11 points, 3.6 assists, 5 rebounds. Jeremy Roach, we don't even talk about him. A guy that can pressure the basketball. Everything starts at Duke. When they're really good, everything starts with the ability to pressure the ball. So this is the closest team I've seen to a team that can dominate you on the defensive end because they've been Duke without the D. I mean, they can be Duke again, where they can actually get up and under you.
What a story it would be in his last season if Coach K could win the whole thing.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.